I finally got one for all you ladies. And you know what? I think Amy might just like this one. It'll be a great start to 2025. I think I found it. This is a different design, classic vintage look. It may go well on her wrist too. Easy adjustability, I like that too. And she might as well. For all you ladies out there, maybe you have the smaller wrist or maybe you even have a larger wrist. It doesn't matter. It's coming in with a design for men and women. Stick around and find out how Amy reacts to this vintage Annie Digi by Casio. Alright, this one's nice. I like this one. Not something I would usually wear. A separate dial and LCD serve up analog beauty alongside digital performance. Let's get a bird's eye view of the CASIO AQ 800E-7A. The LCD angles gently to follow the lines of the lugs. It looks really sharp. While the analog dial features a great simple vintage look, it's a reboot of a retro vintage style with contemporary updates. Based on the 1980s AQ 450 design. This brand new vintage style watch is a beautiful blend of retro and style. Full specs list here, we're looking at a case that's 30 millimeters across the center, 40 millimeters from the lug to lug with an 18 millimeter lug, and we have a great thickness of 9.06 millimeters. Now the overall weight for this package with steel and this acrylic plastic, 52.4 grams. Now she's water resistant, but it's limited, right? Only probably 30 to 50 meters splash resistance. I'll pop up all these specs for you so you can have a look at them. I mean, it's reasonable. It's like a Goldilocks of measurements. It's going to have a wide range of wrists that this is able to fit. Now my wrists are 7¼ inches, so I'll provide lots of screen or wrist shots so you can see how it just doesn't look too bad even for my wrist as well. Has a great feature set with dual time display, offers both analog and digital displays obviously, allowing you to track 2 time zones as well simultaneously for added convenience. Now durable stainless steel band allows for the security and comfort on the wrist with an adjustable clasp, which is signed with Casio as well, offers some comfort and style. The metal band features straight links, which gives it that vintage flair. I've had Casios that have this similar strap or bracelet design. It's not that bad and it's pretty easy to adjust as well. Now before you get worried and I forget, let's take a look at the strap adjustment, which is real quick and easy. So as you can see, this portion of the buckle here for this design, if you just put a tool or a pen or whatever it might be inside of that little hole of this portion of the buckle, you'll see that it pops out like a lever, and then now you have the ability to move this anywhere along that bracelet track, which is super convenient and easy. Once you find the location that's going to be best suited for your wrist, and then with some pressure, you just apply some pressure and push it right back down into position, and it's good to go. Now we have 1/100th of a second stopwatch and daily alarms available as well. Includes practical features like a stopwatch for precision timing as well as keeping you on schedule. day-date display with auto calendar, simplifying your day with a built-in day-date display and an auto calendar. Pre-programmed even for February's 28 days. There's not too many features that are going to probably drain that battery, but it should be dependable for at least 3 years, they're advertising. Powered by the SR920W. Now that vintage design with the dial, the adorned grid pattern here, it adds that great final touches for this real retro feel. Combination of angular case as well as straight lines and links of the metal band is simple and stylish and just has a great overall package. It's more than just a fashion statement here. These timepieces deliver practical functions like dual time stopwatch and alarms, as well as some water resistance, although limited. I mean, you may not need to worry about rainy days or out there in the snow, but yeah, it's likely something that you're not going to be looking at submersion with. So be cautious around your water sources. And I mean, really, are you wearing this design in the pool? I don't think so. Well, at least I'm not anyway. To each his own. Retro-inspired design combines 1980s aesthetic with a modern update featuring a unique blend of analog beauty and digital functionality. It's great. You know what? Casio knows what they're doing, and they just like to bring back a lot of these reissues because of the success that they've had over the years. It's attainable, right? Check that box. You can check out the Casio website, or you can get a hold of an authorized dealer near you. Otherwise, you may need to contact some of your reputable online resources. For me, Amazon Prime, it's at my doorstep the next morning, $77 Canadian. Who's it for? Anyone. I can't believe it's even listed as a men's watch for starters. It could be men, women, doesn't matter. This is 2025. Why shouldn't everybody have the ability to enjoy the style and function for this Casio piece? Come one, come all. Shouldn't limit yourself, Casio. It's 2025, like I said. This thing would look sweet on my lady's wrist, not to mention your lady's wrist. It's listed as men's, but there's no reason why this thing can't be worn by men and women. Come on, it's 2025. A closer. The CASIO AQ 800E-7A. Well, it happened. Talk about getting your hopes and dreams crushed. It didn't go well. It did not go well. Watch what Amy says. I showed it to her. I was all excited, and this is what I got. It was so good, I had to actually type it out and make sure that I was able to read it quote for quote. I was like so happy. I'm like, what do you think of this new Casio reissue Annie Digi, Amy? That's ugly. I don't like square. I would never wear that. What? And you think you know somebody after 15 years? What is happening here? Tell me what you think. Do you have this model or do you have the original? Comment down below. Let me know. Thanks for coming to the channel. I appreciate all the support. I'm Ross. Do all the fancy things you got to do for the algorithm, and I'll see you on the next one.